Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kariana. I'm a cash budgeter living in South Korea, and today we're going to budget the first paycheck of November. So if you'd like to see how I do that, please stick around. So starting out, I'm going to come into my paycheck budget. I already filled out the budgeted column on my previous video, so now that our paychecks have come in, we can go in and fill out the actual column. So starting with rollover, that's any money left in the bank account before the paycheck comes in, but after everything that's been paid or pending has come out. So for us, it's $9. And the paycheck itself is actually a lot more than I had budgeted for. So today it's $32.83. And the miscellaneous is any extra money I'd be expecting. So like if anybody owes us money or if I sell something and made some money off of that, that would go in that column. But for this paycheck, I don't expect anything. So now we're going to add these up. And I get $32.92. So theoretically, this should be what's in my bank account right now. So for bills, all of these will generally stay the same. So daycare, rent, and Discover credit card are bills that I split in half between both paychecks. So $180 for daycare, rent is $550, and the Discover credit card is $150. Apple credit card is $155. And I actually made a mistake. I thought Canva comes out on the first of the month, but it comes out at the end of the month. So I'm not going to put anything towards that since it already came out, and I'll just fix that on my next paycheck budget. Paramount is $13. My Navy Federal is $335. And the telephone is $140. So I don't put exact numbers because most of this money goes to another account where all of my auto pay bills come out of, and I'd rather grow a buffer for it than to short myself on accident. So now we're going to add all that up. And I get $15.23. And then to get the leftover, I subtract the $15.23 from the total up top. And I get $17.69. So for wallet, instead of James getting his usual 100, he's going to split his in half and do 50 to his savings. And instead of me getting my usual 100, I'm going to put 25 to my savings and I'll get 75. Georgiana will get 20 and spending will get 50. Gas will get 75. We have to go up to another base this next week, so we want to make sure that we have enough for gas. Groceries and Korean groceries are getting $150. And if you're wondering why that's less than what I usually put, it's because we're hosting Friendsgiving and Thanksgiving. So we're actually going to put more money to the hosting category and less to the regular ones. And tolls, I'm going to up that to 30. And my buffer is going to get $126. I like to usually have about $50 to $100 in here, but my dog needs a new flea collar. So I'm going to use this money to buy that because I buy it on Amazon. So now I can total all of this. $726. And now I'll subtract that from my top subtotal. So I get $10.43 left that I can put to my envelopes and extra debt if I want. So since we got so much more money on this paycheck than we budgeted for, I'm going to jump around and see where I can put extra money in my savings, and anything left over I'm just going to put to extra debt. So starting off, Army will get its usual 20. I want to make sure my daughter gets her 100. I'm going to get my 25 and my husband gets his 50. I'm just going to zero out all of these down here. So vacation has 415 in its envelope, and I wanted to max it out at 500. So I think I'm just going to fully fund it with 85. Joint savings, I'm going to give it 200. gonna go ahead and zero out ones that I know I'm not gonna put any money to. Birthdays, I'm gonna throw 100 to that. Christmas will just get 50. Car maintenance, I'm gonna put 28. It has like $37, so my husband really wanted it to end on like a 5 or a 0, so that's why we're putting such a random number into it. And then I'm gonna do $245 to hosting. I think that's all of them, so let's add that up. And I get 903. So I will have some money left over that I can throw to extra savings. So I'm going to subtract the 903 from 1043, and I get 140, and I'm going to throw that to extra debt. So now that my budget is zeroed out, I can go down to my cash breakdown and fill out the categories I'm going to pull money for. But before I do that, I'm going to come up here and highlight anything that's going to be converted to won. So I'm going to add up these highlighted ones, and they'll make up my first category that I call convert to won. So I've added up all of the highlighted ones, and now I can fill out my categories and my amounts. So next I'm going to add all these up, and that's going to give me the amount that I'm going to withdraw from the bank. $21.08. So now I can go ahead and break down. So I'm going to do 9 100s, a 50, a 20, and a 10. For gas, I'm just going to do a 50, a 20, and a 5. 3 50s for groceries. Army's just going to get a 20. Birthdays will get 1 100. Christmas will get a 50. I want to break down this hosting as much as I can, because what we're going to do is put the money on our credit card. We're going to go to Costco, and then I'm going to pay it back with this envelope, but I want to be able to break down the amounts. So I'm going to do 3 50s, 3 20s, 2 10s, and 2 5s. For 240, and then 5 1s. Car maintenance is going to get a 20, a 5, 3 1s. Joint savings will get 2 100s. Georgiana's savings will get 1. My savings will get a 20 and a 5. James will get a 50, and then vacation will get a 50, a 20, and a 5. Editor Cariana here. I was going absolutely feral because I obviously missed the $10 for the vacation category, but my math still mathed. It like added up to the 2108, so I was trying to find out what the heck I did wrong, but I guess my brain works faster than my hands and my mouth, and I still put 4 10s at the bottom. So that's how I got my 2108 still. But don't worry, I already did my cash stuffing. It all worked out anyways. I just didn't write the 10 in. So now I can add all these up at the bottom. So these numbers times their denomination should get me what I'm going to withdraw from the bank. And it does match up, 2108. So all that's left is for me to put my denomination breakdown on a sticky note, give it to our bank teller, and then convert whatever has to be converted, and then I could do my cash stuffings. So that was it for today's budget with me. Thank you so much for sticking to the end. If you want to see how I stuff my cash envelopes, that will be the next video, but I do have a couple of those videos on my channel already that you could reference. If you like videos like this, please subscribe to my channel, leave a like on this video, and comment down below what else you'd like to see from me. Thanks.